I'll
Now,
do my very best.
right. Well, you're probably not alone. I mean, I doubt that
The elders
one
won't let
young
me.
shaman. I doubt there is just one young shaman, right? I assume that there are some others that have different
Hmm.
specialties. And of the different shaman specialties, there are skills that you are not that well trained in. For example, the dreaming skill, right? You're
Hmm.
more the tattoos, not the dreaming. And also a similar, the different shaman miracles or spirit magic. There's a whole bunch. I mean, you're very elemental and you focus on the earth and you personally do the gardening and stuff. So I strongly suspect that your daily duties have a lot to do with getting the spirits right for, the tribal agriculture or gathering or things like that. And you have your own garden, as you pointed out. Um, Whereas, different of the other shamans work with different other things. And of those, the most important ones that struck me, as meaningful for the tribe. I mean, clearly the earth and the wood is a big deal, but also the animal miracles and the spirit miracles. The animal ones, of course, have to do with aspects of animals, and then the spirit ones typically have to do with the dead. So that there are other young shamans in the tribe, and of the different things that shamans do, um, it seems to me that one of the other young shamans would focus on the dreaming for their skills and on the spirit miracles for their specialty. And so that's the one who currently has been up here the whole time, dreaming and working spirit magic, right? In the context of the death of this shaman, which let's say was, not expected. So, this shaman had died in some fashion that was not, it was not, she wasn't old enough to die of old age, and no, nothing like that. So the young shamans, you included, are kind of going, well, shit. We weren't really ready for that. We were hoping for another century or so, to work this stuff out. Um, and so this other shaman who's been sitting up there and only eating the ritual food that you bring, and dreaming and hallucinating, probably like a maniac, this entire time. Um, when you go up there, you will find that this person, and I should probably get a name. I haven't really thought of a name for this person, but seems like a good idea to grab one quickly. Um, hmm. And I blew right past the names. That's annoying. Names list are huge in a game like this. I need to have them kind of at my hands at all times. There we go. Hmm. Oh, what a bunch of interesting options. Okay. Um, why not? Okay, so this is Zadiev. And Zadiev is a young man, in Duster terms, who is deeply at this point um, ritually involved. I mean, seated in um, some kind of uh, ritual circle, um, probably painted all over. Um, it's all about death, so the face is all skull painted and stuff like that, of course. Um, and uh, seems to have gone a little bit strange. You weren't supposed to touch the body, but he's got the shaman's head, or what's left of it, in his lap. And when you get there, is just repeating, phrases over and over, and appears to be disoriented, severely, disoriented. So things aren't right when you get to this area with the body of the shaman, and Zadiv is supposed to be presiding over this situation and managing the spirits of the dead, perhaps even communing with the spirit of the dead shaman to let it release off into the whatever. All the things that Zadiv is supposed to be doing. And you're the one providing food for him to eat and providing him with the hallucinatory, plants that he uses for dreaming and all that kind of stuff. But the fact is you get there and things do not look right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm approaching him carefully. I'm going to just sit down and try to get contact with him. Try to talk to him.
He is right. He's repeating.
Is he
Go ahead.
reacting in any way?
Okay, well, first of all, I'll tell you the things that he's saying. The first thing is that he is begging, the shaman to stay, to don't leave us, stay with us. We need you. She will kill us. She will eat us. She will, she won't rest. I can't stop her. I'm too young. I don't know enough. She's already eaten me. I'm dying. I am dead. Please, please don't go. And so this is what he's saying to this partially devoured head, which has had this flesh stripped away by birds and lizards and things. And so, this is a moment of, kind of shock for you, perhaps. And so that's what he's saying. Now, when you try to have content, he blinks and looks at you, and says, Ithasha, is that you? Get away from here. Get away from here.
What did you see?
Her name was Isala. Her children were driven from here, and she's angry. And the events that come to pass depend slightly on the description in the book of a certain thing or entity, if I can find it. There we go. Right. Coming up from the ground and actually transparently and rising up from the ground as if it did not exist, right where he's sitting, so that actually comes up through his body, is the outline of a female duster. So it is when I say the outline, it's because inside is just completely black. So it's as though this shadow has risen up And when this happens, his eyes just roll up in his head, and he starts to, choke on his tongue. And the shadow rises up and stands over him, and faces you. And the face is actually the face of a duster woman. And she says, um, and she says, "My twins, my babies, you should not have thrown them out. They belong here. They are the heirs to the chiefs. All here will be eaten."
She's just talking
She's talking to you.
to me. Who are you?
Now, nothing. No one. Never to eat again. Never to hunt again. Never to see again. Never to feel again. I am dead. They called me Ithala. Don't they speak of me anymore? Of course they don't. It was a crime. It was wrong. You, and you other spirit walkers. I tell you, make this right. Find my children and bring them back in honor.
I am too young to know. Tell me, you were from this place. Who were you when you were alive?
The ghost cannot speak very coherently. So she told you her name, Ithala, and she told you what she wants. She's not really able to have a coherent conversation in, a rational way. Um, so all that I should say, all that it can perceive is that you are at least interested. So
Leave
right.
us.
Mhm.
I will go. I will talk to the elders. I will find your story. I will come back to this place.
1 year.
1 year.
And then the moment of his disappearance is like a mental explosion. So it doesn't just fade away into the rock or something like that. It's like a mental explosion, and you are blasted backwards. And your friend, this young shaman, is now in a coma. He's just unresponsive, breathing, but unresponsive, and sprawled there.
I'd like to know if I had luck with my roll on that day. Gonna give me a chance?
Yeah, oh,
I'd
of
like to
course. No,
stabilize
you go
before I
right
leave
ahead.
him.
I want to see what the dice tell us.
Yes, I
Oh,
rolled a 34. I
are
needed
you
a
going to?
39.
Oh,
So
excellent.
I would be able to stabilize him.
Fantastic. That is really awesome.